short and very simple as well, because people directly go to the buttons, basically. They don't really want to read that much.
That's why with an interactive comic, okay, we are mashing up text with an interactive comic. So we hope to engage the player better than using only text, okay?
Okay, I see. I think that kind of answers our next question, or, well, I'm not sure. What do you think, Sam? Because we were going to ask you precisely about ZFiles.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you could explain us a bit what ZFiles was, but you already said that it's interactive fiction, and you already said that it's an interactive comic. So can you just tell us a bit about the story and what's the pitch of your game in short, so the audience can see if they are interested in it?
I mean, if you had to sell your game to someone,
yes.
What would you do? What would you say?
Okay, I think I'm going to sell it very bad, but I will.
Oh, come on! Don't say that. That's the worst thing you can say when you have to sell something. Come on.
Okay, let me try. The original book is a celebration of the trope of the zombie, or the zombies. Okay, so the story has not very much deep. Okay, it is a horror story with humor touches. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what we are trying to do is to power up those scenes of the original book, okay? Feeding up the text with the comic interaction, okay? So if we have a joke in the original book, we will try to build a visual joke, okay, with the animation of the interactive comic. So it's a little sad, no? But the story in this case is not so much important for me than the concept, okay? Than the concept that we are mixing up interactive fiction, game book, and comic, because there has been other games that have tried this, make an interactive comic, but they feel like experiments. They are not like a world. So I think we are trying something new in interactive fiction, okay? I think that is the most important part of the project.
Okay, great. And you just mentioned that it has some new humor on it, but also some. So the tone is something like Shaun of the Dead or something similar? That's the tone you are aiming for?
No. The tone is already set by the book, okay? So the book takes seriously the trope of the zombie, okay? It's a horror book, okay? However, I think that the jokes are great and the book is very funny. Because they put, I don't know how to say it, as the reader you can have highs and lows with a different range in emotions, okay? And that is very great.
Okay, great.
Okay, I think it's my turn now. Do you think the fans of the game book version will be happy with this change of media?
Yes, indeed. In the Spanish fans, they are freaking about. I don't know if I say it right.
They are freaking about it.
They're very grateful about the design. Okay, the authors, the original authors, are very happy with the design we are proposing. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So your game shares name with the first game book, Infection. Does that mean that it's in an adaptation of the first game book?
Yes. The series is a trilogy, okay? It's called Expediente Z. Okay. And the first one is Infection. Okay.
Right. Okay, my turn again. This is, well, a question we were curious about. What type of zombies do you have in your game? The classical slow ones, kind of like Romero movies, this kind of dumb zombie, or the more contemporary runners, kind of like 28 Days Later, etc. Well,
Okay,
28 Days Later are technically infected, right? But yeah, let's call them zombies because they are.
Okay, the next instance in the series is called Revelation. So in the second book, the nature of the zombies is revelated. Okay, but for the first book, this is an interesting question because they are infected. Okay, they are not paranormal or evangelic apocalyptic zombies. Okay. So, let me think. Yes, they're infected, but in the original book, because it is a celebration of the trope, the story is as this. The hero, okay, let's name it Johnny Doe. The hero, he's playing games in his computer. He goes to the sofa to watch TV. He watches The Night of the Living Dead, and he gets asleep. Okay, he don't see the warning reports of the news talking about the zombie apocalypse. So the next day he awakes and everything has changed. Okay, the world is consumed by the apocalypse. Okay. So he goes to rescue his brother. Okay, his brother is trapped in a center mall. Okay. So in the original book, the zombies, you have zombies that they are putrid, pestilences. Okay, but this has no sense at all for the world building. Okay, because the zombie apocalypse has just happened. So we are going to put in the game that the zombies are fresh zombies, okay? So they are, how do you say, soon zombies? No. Oh, they have changed very early, okay? So they are not putrid, they have not decaying flesh yet, okay? And the original book has, the infection has ramification. It's like Left 4 Dead, okay? You have, most of the zombies are slow ones, but you have quick ones, you have tank ones, very big. There are another zombies that are shepherds, okay? They are intelligent zombies that could get you in a trap. So there are a lot of different zombies in the game. Okay.
Nice, wide range of zombies to kill. Yeah. Nice. I think now it's Sam's turn for the next question.
So my next question is again about interactive fiction. It seems to be as much about games as it is about authors. Which authors do you recommend to follow right now? Which are the ones that influenced you? Which are the ones that people should be looking at?
Okay, I think that John Gold is very tired of me recommending his works. Okay, but it's sincere. Okay, I think that 80 Days and Sorcery are the best interactive fiction yet. If not the best, one of the best. Okay.
He's a real cool guy too, John Ingold.
Yeah, it's an inspiration to me because he has come to the same conclusion as me about how to do interactive fiction for the 21st century. Okay, and he has a philosophy in his company Inkel where he tries to reach a broader audiences. Okay, he don't want to sell games to the same people again and again. And this is quite interesting. This is something that there is a Spanish director, designer Arturo Monedero. Arturo Monedero says the same. He had made the game The Rivers of Alice, and he has co-produced it with Vetusta Morla, no? And this allowed him to reach a broader audience. That is very interesting. Other companies I appreciate a lot is Firebetter Games, because they do their thing. They say that if Parse is a cathedral, if a game book is a tree, Firebetter Games are a constellation. So that is amazing. They have invented their own model of interactive fiction. That's it right now. That's the words I can think of.
That's great. And just for our listeners that are not Spanish, Vetusta Morla is a Spanish indie rock group who did a video game called The Rivers of Alice. Hola?
Yes, I'm afraid we have to go to last question. Before, I'll only say that, Failbetter and Inkle, both these companies are really supportive with the interactive fiction community, so it's really worth to have a look at their games. So, next question, to close. What is the role you see interactive fiction having in the future of gaming, Ruben?
That is, again, a difficult one.
Yeah, I'm afraid today I have to ask the difficult questions. Yeah, these two were the most difficult ones, but don't worry, just try your best.
Okay. I think me myself about interactive fiction, I'm a little snob. Okay, I always I always thought that interactive fiction is the better medium to make interactive storytelling. So I always thought that interactive fiction has a lot to teach to AAA games, to the normal games, okay, to the graphic games.
AAA.
Yeah, AAA. Okay. But I have seen that the AAA game, the industry, indie games, has made his own way into interactive storytelling. So that is marvelous. But I think that both approaches, okay, interactive fiction could, what I said before, interactive fiction could teach a lot to graphic games, and graphic game could teach a lot to interactive fiction. Indeed, you have seen that, for example, again, Inkle, John Inkle, is mixing things. He does not do traditional interactive fiction. Mm-hmm. He doesn't do traditional game. For example, 80 Days is like a tabletop game. And Sorcery has a different combat. They are doing things in a different way, or Fairbetter Game with Silent Sea. So I think there is a feedback, okay, between the two mediums, okay, and that is very positive.
Yeah, you also have the example of Telltale Games, right? I mean, it's not exactly interactive fiction. Of course, it's not interactive fiction, but it has, some traits, let's say.
Yeah, that's true, because, for example, when we discuss philosophy of design in interactive fiction community, sometimes we talk about Telltale Games. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
yes,
and I like to say that maybe Telltale Games is graphic interactive fiction.
Robert, I'm so sorry to be saying this, but I'm afraid we are running out of time. So I think it's Sam's turn to say goodbye.
So thanks a lot to everyone. Thanks a lot to Robert for being with us. And we would like to remind you that we will be posting more about ZFiles and game crimes, so if you are interested. So thanks for listening.
Thank you, Robert, for being today with us. And bye to our listeners, and see you next time. Bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.